Bam. Alright guys, playing around here with the new color. Just trying to catch a few fish on today. Prettiest day we've had for a long time, a couple weeks I reckon. He's about 9 inches. This is Flamingo with a blue tail. I found a little school of fish right here in this corner. I was toying with on a tree. It's a tree coming in here. They're on the very tip top of it. So you can see the limbs over here on it. Some fish on it too. But see the limbs coming up. Not all those are fish. Some of them are crappie. Some of them are sunfish too. But let's throw at them a couple times and see if we can. If they like this Flamingo, we're gonna move on so we can find some bigger fish. I don't think any of these are any size to them. Plus, I get tired of getting hung up in the treetop. That's what you gotta watch on a down tree. You need careful. You stay hung up all the time. I don't see any of them paying any attention to it. I don't see any of them moving. I found the treetop though. Ain't hard to find the limbs, is it? That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch these treetops. There you go. Oops, you got off. You stay hung up more when you catch fish. Well, I've had 2 bites. I got the 3rd one. So there's quite a few fish there. I just don't think there's any size to them. This one's got a little more meat to him, yeah. And that's what you got to do is, it takes a good fisherman to get in a treetop that full of baby fish and just catch the biggest ones out of it. You know that? I'm being funny, guys. Sometimes I do believe this now. Sometimes I think you get the right color bait, you draw a bigger bite. The other day I was catching really nice fish on a wild color with a black tail. It seemed like most of the fish I caught on it was really nice. Bam. That's a nice one too. Decent one. He's eating size, isn't he? We just went to come back from the grocery store this morning, my wife and I, so I'm not gonna keep any. He's about 9.5. Alright guys, this one's smaller. This is what I was expecting them all to be on this treetop right here. He's about 8 inches. Hey, but that's 3 casts, 3 fish. He's about the same size. Alright guys, I'm not going to show y'all a bunch of babies. This is a community spot. Some of y'all think it's a secret spot. They ain't got a secret spot. I have been here before, fishing up down this path. I fish this area a lot, guys. I only live about 1.5 miles from here. And I have been here fishing before, and other boats come around the corner, come up. Do you mind if I fish by you? I know, go ahead. I don't own the lake. And they'll come through there and stop and start catching the crappie right in front of me. And they'll say, yeah, I fish this a lot. And I've seen them here. I've seen 2 boats all ago up here on the point fishing the same spot I fish a lot. And I've seen those same 2 boats right here fishing before. Well, that's a little bit bigger. Got the camera on because I thought he was a little bit bigger. Nah, I don't think he is. Alright guys, I left that little treetop. Came back to open water. That's what I was making a video about earlier. Was fishing open water before I started this video. And the bigger crappie are in open water, as you can see. The ones I caught off that tree were decent, but there's your curly tail. Look how fat that thing is. Good gosh. Looks like me. He's a good 11 inches. That's a good eating size right there. I hope this is a crappie. Throwing that fish on the bottom still, guys. Yeah, it is. That's the reason I said that, guys. It's a nice fish. When you throw them on the bottom, the last 3 I've caught, I think 3 has been bass. You don't know what you're going to catch. That's what they're doing now. Yesterday, now I was out here day 4 yesterday, and they wasn't running the bottom. They were still running somewhat on the bottom, but you know, it's running 3 or 4 feet off the bottom. Today, they're running the bottom. Now, it was 22 here the other night, 22 degrees at night. Last night it was 30, 32, 34. That's a nice fish, guys, on that pink. Flamingo, pink flamingo with a blue tail. I have good luck with the blue tails. That's why I wanted to add some of them to the site. I made some, been fishing with them off and on through the years, last year or so. Gave some to some people, and they all said, hey, they work pretty good. They like that blue tail. And then on different colors. Wild, Virginia shad, they like the blue tail. Well, let me add a couple more on this video with the blue tail. I'm going to switch, guys. I'm trying to make 2 videos at a time. I'm also working on a video of catching open water fish, like this right here. All right, guys. Throwing out of school, they're 50 feet out there. That's about all further I can throw, too, is 50 feet. I see them shuffling. They're checking it out. I've been catching so many bass. And the bass will constantly move around. I just took it away from one. The bass will constantly move around, and they will move around with those crappie. Got him. You see that? I set the hook. It went about 8 feet in there. I got to tell this is a bass. It went 8 feet in the air, and as it came back down, a couple ran up and grabbed it. So the bass will usually do that too. They're hanging around with those crappie, and they're acting, I feel like they're stealing food from them. But no, this is crappie. But this is why I've been throwing at them. I've caught some nice fish today. I've caught some babies too, but I've caught some nice fish today. That's a good 11-incher there. Take those all day long, every day. Won't y'all? Caught a 15-incher. Y'all going to see him the other day doing this, but all right, guys. I'm going to finish up on this one right here, I think. I might catch another one or two on it. We'll see. That right there's pushing 12 inches. He's probably 11 and a half, 11 5/8. I'm sorry, guys. The camera cut off for me. It's my fault. Did y'all see how I finally got him to hit it? I don't know how close y'all was watching or not. I know it was a long time period there, but they were following it over toward those school of shad. And when I got close to the shad, I popped it real hard in the water, made it come up, popped it again real hard, so it came up a foot or so, and he ran over and grabbed it. That done it in for him. He had to have it. Now, that's a trick I probably shouldn't tell everybody. No, I've mentioned that before, guys. I've done it dock fishing. You throw it underneath the dock sometimes. School fishermen pay to jerk it real fast, make it pop through the water like 10 or 12 inches real fast. And sometimes they'll grab it. And that's what he done. I popped it real hard and he grabbed it. All right, guys. Trying to get some good footage on open water fish for y'all. See, I've caught quite a few. And there are a lot of fish scattered on this channel. So here, I don't think that's a crappie. There's something at 10 foot. But they'll run this open water like this all winter. There's a school of shad. There's fish behind them. So there's fish over here at 45 feet. There's a fish right there at 25 feet, and they're about 12 feet deep. All right, they're a little far. Let's see what happens. You gotta have some patience too when you're fishing open water fish. You see my bait coming down right here? I'm gonna bring it toward him now. I'm about the right level. I like it when I can see my bait. I can't see it all the time. I can see it good there right now. All right, it's right there above him. Right there above him. Right at him. I'm going to pop it a couple times. Just let it go up, come down one time. He moved away from it. That fish moved away from it. A couple of them are falling a little bit. He's like, I don't know if I want it or not. Oops, I can't see them. There they are. They're not easy to catch today. Now I'm going to do the same trick now. I'm going to do this. Popped it way up in there and let it fall. Popped it in there and let it fall. I said they didn't get excited that time. I done that last time. The last one wanted to grab it. You just got to try different things sometimes.